Julian, David Adelman just said that you owe him because he drew like 90 plays for you tonight. Did it feel like that out there?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's actually funny because in the hotel down in Phoenix after that game, he called me in the lobby and said, enjoy it because I'll never run that many plays for you again. So I don't know how many times he's going to keep doubling down on that, but I mean, I appreciate it for sure.
Did you get the sense at all that he wants to sort of push you a little bit by calling that many plays for you and seeing, can you keep this sort of percentage up at this volume, that sort of thing?
Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the day, if someone got it going, I feel like this team does a great job of just finding that guy, whoever it may be. So I feel like once I got it going, they hunted me out and they're gonna, see how long I can ride it. So I'm gonna just keep on going and keep on pushing.
Are you expected and prepared for teams to start defending you differently, like not going under on screens and not being late on switching and that sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's why we work on things, just to have counters, make the right reads. I feel like I'm very prepared for whatever coverage may be thrown at me. And, especially with different lineups, if I'm on the floor with Yoke, I feel like, there's so many different possibilities for, cuts and slips and finding open corner threes and things like that. So I feel like ultimately, no matter the coverage, we'll be able to find something.
Did you recognize coming into joining this team how much you would be rewarded for cutting hard and finishing your cuts?
Yeah, for sure. Just watching the playoffs, especially, just how Yoke is able to manipulate defenses and see cuts before they even happen. Like down in Chicago, I had a cut, and I feel like he knew I was cutting before I cut. So when there's a guy on the court like that who's always looking for those type of plays and cuts, I mean, it makes life really easy.
What's been the biggest difference for you between summer league and preseason?
I feel like summer league I was just getting my feet wet. Obviously, there's a lot of nerves and getting used to the NBA game. Obviously, you go straight from draft to kind of get thrown out there, and there's a lot of expectations. But just being able to be down here and work, just work with the guys, work with the staff, and learn terminology and how to play here, and just continuing to just work on my game every single day. I've just grown like a bunch of confidence, and I've been able to show that out on the floor.
Is it easier to play with such better players too?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it makes life easy. Because, you're crazy if you think I'm on the floor with Nikola and Jamal and they're going to be worried about what I'm doing. So, my job is just ultimately to space the floor and make shots when I'm on the floor with those guys. So, yeah, it makes life super easy.
Do you feel like summer league being in Vegas added a level of pressure or anything like that?
Yeah, just a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like I played well out there. I wasn't upset with how I played or anything like that, and obviously it wasn't as efficient as it is now, but I was able to get my feet wet and just grow. That's my main thing, is continuing to grow every day. That's how I'm going to maximize myself.
Is there anything in your game that you're trying to emphasize so that if there's a point where maybe you're cooling off a little bit from shooting-wise, you're still being effective when you're on the floor?
Yeah, my main focus right now is continuing to improve on the defensive end. I know that's what's going to get me on the floor ultimately. There's plenty of great offensive players, and scoring is not going to be an issue for this team. So Jamal said I got to go, so I'm going to get out of here.